Oh, I'm Philip Totaro. I'm the founder and CEO of market research firm IntelStor. Welcome to your weekly dose of truth to power. Truth to Power examines data driven insights for the energy sector with a focus on renewables. On this week's episode, we're looking at generation and efficiency of the global hydropower market from the IntelStor Future of Renewables report. Hydropower has made the largest contribution to overall renewable energy power generation over the years due to the efficiency with which the technology operates. Having started the year 2000 with an average around 2.47 petawatt hours, they have seen almost 100% growth rate in the past 25 years to more than 4.81 petawatt hours at the end of 2025. The Americas previously led the world with more than 48% share of the generation back in the year 2000. Time has shown that they've switched places with the Asia Pacific region, which now boasts a 47.7% share of annual generation of hydropower, with a total of 2.26 petawatt hours at the end of 2025. Europe has seen their share of annual generation diminish from 24.8% to just 15.5% in the past 25 years. The Africa and the Middle Eastern region has remained largely steady at between 3.5 and 4.2%. Full load hours of hydropower across all global regions have been very stable over the years. In fact, Africa and the Middle East leads the world with the highest contribution of any global region. With freshwater being a scarce resource in Africa and the Middle East, they've ensured the highest possible efficiency and reuse thanks to more modern technology being leveraged in the region. The African and Middle Eastern region actually leads the world in hydropower facility average capacity factor with a lifetime average at 42.4%. They've achieved this by leveraging technology that's more modern than many of the installations in Europe or the Americas. For all the capacity deployed in Asia Pacific, they only show 36.9% average capacity factor. This does point to a typical issue across many industries, not just power generation, which is that countries in the Asia Pacific region do not have adequate depth of experience to be able to optimize the efficiency of their power generation equipment. Hydropower generation facilities in the Americas and Europe are down in performance relative to Africa and the Middle East due to the age of the capacity installed there. Nevertheless, capacity factors have been relatively flat over time, with only a modest amount of degradation in performance seen in the Americas. The Americas have an average capacity factor for all hydropower installations of between 45 and 46% in the early part of the century. Over time, that's diminished, but only by a few percentage points by 2025. There was a noticeable dip between 2012 and 2022 that reflected some of the teething issues with new facilities in Central and South America. We expect most capacity factors to remain relatively flat through 2030 as the technology settles into a comfortable place, and capacity additions appear to be stagnating a bit, although they will still add a substantial amount of capacity globally to replenish some of the capacity for non-renewables that's being taken offline. While the global hydropower market is poised to lose market share to solar PV and onshore wind in the coming years, the consistency of the efficiency which the technologies demonstrated over the years still continues to attract investors. The challenge is that as assets continue to age and infrastructure costs increase, the cost competitiveness diminishes over time. Renewable energy policy attention in the past few decades has focused primarily on increasing the deployment of wind and solar PV. More than 100 countries have introduced both short and long-term targets, as well as financial incentives for wind and solar PV, but fewer than 30 have policies targeting new and existing hydropower plants. Thank you for joining me this week. I'm Philip Totaro, and this has been your weekly dose of Truth to Power. We'll have more to come from this IntelStor exclusive report, The Future of Renewables, next time on Truth to Power, including a look at the feed and tariffs, public finance, and capital efficiency of hydropower. In the meantime, you can follow us on IntelStor's YouTube channel as well as your favorite audio platforms. And visit www.intelstor.com to join more than 300,000 subscribers to our renewable energy data solutions. We're adding subscribers faster than ever, so don't miss out. Register today. A full analysis of the global renewable energy market is available to online subscribers of this new exclusive IntelStor report, The Future of Renewables. And tickets are on sale now for the next Wind Summit event in Houston, Texas, on the 3rd and 4th of November 2026. Visit www.windsummit.org and join hundreds of your industry colleagues to discuss all the latest trends in O&M. We've got speakers and panelists lined up from companies like NextEra, EDPR, EDF, Pattern Energy, ExxonMobil, WEG, and more. So don't miss out. Register today. We hope to see you there.